Now we're going to talk about perpendicular lines, specifically finding the equation of two lines that are perpendicular, along with what it means to be perpendicular. So first off, perpendicular means that two lines meet at a 90-degree angle. That's kind of like the wall meets the floor at a 90-degree angle, the wall meets the ceiling at a 90-degree angle. We see this a lot. Whenever we have equations, the slopes are what we call negative reciprocals of each other. So reciprocal means to flip. So for instance, if I have 2/3, the negative reciprocal is going to be negative 3/2. I just took the 2 and the 3 and I flipped them like this, and I went from positive to negative because the negative term right here, that means if we start with positive, we're going to go to negative. Also, if we start with negative, we're going to go to positive. So another example down here, if I start with -4, that goes to 1/4. Well, you might think, well, where'd the 1 come from? We said reciprocal means to flip whatever we have. Well, we don't have anything but a 4, and if we turn that upside down, that's going to look a little funny. Well, I can write -4 as -4/1. We don't most of the time because we don't need to write it for 99% of what we're doing. But when we have reciprocals, it's always easiest, if you have a whole number, to write it over 1. So we're going to take our negative reciprocal like this, we're going to flip it upside down, so we have 1/4, and we make it positive. So we went from -4 to positive 1/4 for that example. And for the first example, we went from -2/3 to, positive 2/3 to -3/2. We just flip whatever fraction we have and change the sign from positive to negative or negative to positive. Alright, so right here, we're asked to find the equation of a line perpendicular to y equals 2/3 x minus 7 through the point 6, -3. Well, first, we need to find our slope. So first, I'm going to write the old slope. So the old slope is the slope that's here in this line, 2/3. The new slope, we're going to take our old fraction and we're going to find the negative reciprocal. So we're going to flip it upside down. It's going to become 3/2. And then we're going to change the sign. So it was positive here, which means we want it negative over here. So I'm going to have -3/2. That's going to be the slope that we're using here. I'm going to circle that. That's what we're using here for our equation. Now we're going to use our x and our y. Our x is 6, our y is -3. So I'm going to plug into my equation, and I'm going to get -3 equals -3/2 times 6. And I've got my plus b on the end here. Now I'm just going to simplify this out and solve for b. So -3/2 times by 6 is going to give me -9. Like so, and then I need to add 9 to both sides in order to solve for b. And so b is going to give me 6. Now I have my slope. My new slope is what I'm using for my new equation. I have my y-intercept right here, my b, and so I just have to plug into my y equals mx plus b, and I'll have my equation. And so my final answer here is y equals -3/2 x plus 6.